What is up, Internet? It is time for a little pre-ACW 100 Anarchy televised. And I am joined by the only man I know of to offend Howard Stern, Chris True.
What is good?
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me here. I can hear the cheers from the Internet audience is deafening right now. It's crazy deafening.
We're gonna beckon back to an old tradition here at Anarchy Championship Wrestling, a little St. Louis tag team action.
Why not?
You already see in the ring Gary J and Evan Gelistico of the Submission Squad, of course, from the famous St. Louis territory. And the Mega Powers are making their way to ringside. Chris True.
This is pretty exciting for a lot of people in this audience tonight, right? Referee's having a little trouble getting in the ring. Middle rope, call him on his pecker.
Crazy Davey Vega, here Abernathy. Davey Vega channeling his inner HCH, beginning to get properly dressed before the match. You got a big matchup here tonight, Chris.
You got a very big matchup. It's been a lot of time thinking about it. Let's see what this jerk has to say.
Don't piss him off until you drunk because it hurts more when you're sober. Alright, this is a special challenge match. All four of these men hail from St. Louis, Missouri. And represent the Submission Squad. Introducing first, the team to my left. Tonight they are the Mavericks. Ladies and gentlemen, Evan Gelistico. And Gary J.
Very vile human being.
And their opponents in this match. Tonight they are the Mega Powers. Ladies and gentlemen, Davey Vega.
These guys all seem like nice gentlemen. I'm not totally sure they are.
Have you talked to Gary J? Have you communicated with Evan Gelistico?
They're nice to me, man.
Davey Vega's nice to me. Pierre is coming around.
Yeah.
Pierre Mania jazz.
Also, they seem like nice gentlemen, but that's not necessarily saying they are. They just...
Well, this brings me back to the days of the venue in the early 2007.
You come a long way, haven't you?
2007, little tag team action between Gary J and Dingo against Pierre Abernathy and Nick Tyson. The original St. Louis tag team matchup. A lot of people say that matchup is the reason the Submission Squad is the force they are today. We'll look back at that type of action.
I always love history lessons, my friend.
I'm here to give them. I think that's the only match you'll see tonight with a hug off from the start. Oh, right to the knee.
Why? That's a good question. Why? Oh, a nice little booty lick kiss.
Now, steamrolling Evan Gelistico. Hook to the eyes. Looking back rake.
What do you think Pierre's daily routine is? He wakes up in the morning and what does he do?
I think he definitely eats some Frosted Flakes or some Lucky Charms.
You think it's a cereal with sugar on it? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely a colorful cereal. Lots of sugar. Davey Vega derobing here.
That's something that should have taken place earlier, probably.
Well, it took him a while to tie the tight strings. So.
If that was me out there, I'd give him at least 50.
Looking for a loan.
Give him at least 50.
Spender here.
Yeah.
The coffee shops treating you well lately?
Yeah, plenty of coffee shops, plenty of plenty of tours. Just I've been working hard, Biss. Just touring this country, spreading the good word of the business.
Vega going for the gusto there in the nether regions of Evan Gelistico.
He he trying to wipe his ball sweat on?
Wipe Evan Gelistico's ball sweat that he just wiped on referee Alex Gervais.
Look, ball sweat is the same sweat that comes from your forehead. You know, it's balls, forehead, cheek. It doesn't matter, Biss. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Sweat is sweat. It's doing its job. It's cooling the body off.
Stern. Calling a tie up here.
And everyone who's grossed out by that needs to read a science book.
A real science book?
Any science book.
They cover air sex in the science books these days, huh?
And they should, and I deserve some royalties for that.
Getting that wrist lock. You have to know, these two know each other extremely well, traveling the roads together. All four members of the submission squad. Headlock takeover.
You know, I once had a very terrible pasta dish in St. Louis.
Did you?
And I told myself I wasn't going to go back there unless the price was right, and I haven't been back there since. Arc or no arc.
Didn't hit up the barbecue in St. Louis, huh? That may have been where you went wrong.
Perhaps I'm also a loyalist. You know, I like my South Carolina barbecue. I like my Kansas City barbecue. I need to open up a barbecue shop here, don't I?
I'm sure it would do great. Head scissor takeover. Coming through. Man, the scenery is nice here in Austin today. Big senton.
Look out, Gary J. Look out.
Up and over. Big forearm, kick to the shin. Oh, Jesus. I'm shocked teeth didn't just fly. Pierre Abernathy taking a little exception to the tactics of Gary J here.
Yeah, Pierre's also running his mouth to the front row here at the Mohawk. Not the kind of thing I'm into, Biss. Not the kind of thing I'm into.
Just quite offensive, as you would.
Yeah, I mean,
what level of offensive would you rate that? You being an expert on this subject.
I mean, that was mildly offensive. It was I think it was a good setup. You know, perhaps it's distracting for Pierre. Pierre is the kind of person who keeps his eyes focused on the genitals. You know, but for me, I keep my eyes focused up on everything around me. I use my peripheral vision like it's my regular vision. You know, I'm 20/20 360.
That was a very interesting choice of strikes Evan Gelistico used to wear down Davey Vega, I'm going to go with.
Look, these guys know what they're doing, okay? These guys know what they're doing. They're trying their very best. Gary J's getting back in the ring right now. And you know, I'm liking these guys more and more.
Chris Drew, possibly on the lookout for a new tag team here, it could be.
Hey, you know, it's not my place to say. I'm always scouting.
Always scouting.
I'm always scouting. I'm getting a sandwich down the street. I'm scouting for possible franchise opportunities. You know, a nice lady tells me, hi, I like your beard. I'm scouting for a possible future mate.
Oh, wow.
So, of course, each and every second.
Someone just dancing around.
Absolutely. Every second of ACW, I'm scouting for potential talent.
I do quite a bit of scouting, too.
You know, if you look at someone like Barry Breeze, which, of course, I wouldn't be shocked if people forgot about him. But if you look what his career trajectory was like after he signed on with the business, you know, it was
he was forced to retire, Chris. I don't think that's the best.
Well,
really not the best.
But that was not my fault. That was not my fault. My point is that.
Did you put his career on the line?
Up until that point, well, with someone like Barry, I had to go so far as to put his career on the line just to get him a title shot, right? Something was fishy with him. Something was fishy with him from the beginning. I'll just say that.
Davey Vega got all of that into Gary. Both men down right now. Vega, hold on. You got to let go of him to make the tag here. In comes Big Daddy, taking Gary down with an impressive show of strength there.
That move would never work on me. If that move ever works on any of my clients, then
you should hang it up like Barry Breeze.
Look it up.
Oh, stunner. Oh, super kick. Up here, right in the jaw.
Why not? Why not?
Oh, lariat. All 4 men down.
You hear that? That's the sound of 1 million people clicking the like button on YouTube right now.
Oh, is it? I'm sure that's all you're doing.
Probably has 85% at least to do with the presence of ChrisTrue.biz on the microphone right now. You're not so bad either, Biz. You're not so bad.
I'm decent. I've come along. Big forearm. Chopping away at Gary. Oh, Jesus. Here wants nothing to do.
Is he quitting? I'm not sure what's happening here. We got a slow countdown. There we go. Something's happening.
They Pearl Harbor him. Oh, only 2. They're a little slow on the roll up there.
A little slow on the roll.
They have won the mental warfare, I believe, Chris True.
That's something I can respect.
Yeah.
Seems like the good people here want a moonsault. And they're not going to get it.
Only 2.
Some jerk in the crowd calling for a lateral press.
Big head kick.
This is definitely a 3.
Only a 1 count.
Barely a 1 even.
Big Daddy hulking it up here.
Oh, Jesus.
No effect. The adrenaline rush. Gelistico giving him his best nasty boy.
All right. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Oh, here we go. We're going to see it. Big boot. My God, halfway across the ring, Chris True.
I'm frightened right now.
Wait a second.
I'm frightened.
Gary J. Back elbow. Oh, super kick.
That looked pretty
Gary
nice.
J down.
I have to admit. All right, I'm terrified right now, boys. Does this manager have insurance?
There's a beautiful moonsault.
Okay, all right.
Oh my!
How in the world was that not a 3 count?
Oh, wait a second. I'm working towards that St. Louis stretch. If anybody's got it scouted, it's Pierre Abernathy. Ducks the line. Muscle man. Both men clearly have this submission move very well scouted. Roll up here.
1,
got a
2.
hold of the tights.
There it is. There it is.
Robbery,
there it is.
True.
Hey, it's all's fair, right? All's fair.
All is something. That's a good friends.
I've never seen a highway robbery that didn't work out for everyone in the end. Everyone who was destined.
What do you mean work out for everyone?
Well, some people's destiny is to lose wrestling matches, Biss. That's just the way it is. Some of these guys, they don't deserve it. They don't put in enough work. Whatever the reason is, you have to just understand the universe has something in store for them, right?